Okay, let's break down how we are going to replicate my client's $76,000 month that she had in November of 2024. So first, I want to give you guys a little bit of context on what her business model is and how we kind of got to that $76,000 month in November. So she has a membership and she has some different membership levels, right? So what you're seeing here, the grandfathered renewals, these are some old membership options that she had. So she used to offer membership on month-to-month basis. She also had an annual membership. So that's kind of what falls into there. We've since moved into only offering 3-month memberships or 6-month memberships with the option to renew at the end of those periods. So in November, she ran a Black Friday sale, which she does every single year. It's one of the biggest cash injections that she sees in her business, along with a couple other sales that we have run previously. So we know that that is a time that she gets a lot of new members. But the reason that she reached $76,000 was not just from new members. That was a, contributing factor, but she also was seeing renewals, not just from grandfathered renewals. So month to month, those old people that are grandfathered into those packages, the membership options, they're renewing. But she also was seeing annual memberships. So anyone that signed up for an annual membership in November of 2023 or previously and has stayed on, she's also was seeing a lot of those renewals happening in November of 2024. So she was seeing that, but also she was seeing renewals from a May. She ran a May sale for her birthday. She ran that, so she was also seeing renewals then. So looking at this stacked payment system for her membership options, we said, hey, we should use this a little bit more strategically. So as we move into 2025, we are going to use her sales really strategically to stack payments and to replicate the success that we had in November of 2024. So we are now going to be running pretty much quarterly sales. They're not super evenly spread out because we want them to align really well with some of what she kind of has going on, what she's done in the past, and things like that. So we will be running one in March. We always kind of see January and February, she's kind of in like the wellness sphere. So she does see a lot of signups in the beginning of the year. March is when we're going to run our first sale. She's also going to run one in May for her birthday. We are going to do one at the end of August. Also, her target market tends to be mothers, so they're pretty busy over the summertime anyway. So she sees a little bit of a slowdown then because people are busy with their kids out of school for the summer. So we're going to do kind of like a back to school sale at the end of August, and then again we're going to do November's big Black Friday sale as well. So you can kind of see that her grandfathered renewals are fairly consistent. There is going to be some cancellations from those and everything, but it's pretty consistent. She's also going to see new members month after month. So her membership is always open. It's open enrollment. So, she is seeing new members every single month. But we want to, grow that more quickly through these strategic sales that we will be having. And then what we're seeing is we're going to have these stacked options, right? So even these months that don't have the renewals showing, they're going to have some of the renewals because there is that open enrollment period. So, people that purchase in certain on certain months and everything, like we're gonna see that there's gonna be renewals anyway. But for the visual purposes of this, I kept this out because I wanted to show how specifically the sales are going to affect growth in her revenue. So, we're gonna see February, we're gonna see our first round of 3-month renewals from the November sale, from the Black Friday sale. We're going to see an infusion here for new members with the new sale, but we're also going to be seeing 3-month and 6-month renewals and so on and so forth. So you can see how it's kind of growing exponentially. And some of these are going to have, stacked on top of each other. there's just a lot of opportunity here. And then what also we can do is these months that don't have, these big renewals from the sales. So January, April, July, and September, those are going to end up being a little bit more quiet, right? So what we're going to do is we are probably going to run challenges through then. Her audience loves challenges. For all her members, they're free to members to participate. But if you're not a member, it's a low cost way for you to kind of get a taste of what being a member would look like. It's going to help you no matter what. So we can run some of those then. She also has a new boot camp, small group boot camp that she's introducing this year. So we can run those during those slower times to have a little bit more of that cash injection, right? To see a little boost in those months that we don't have some of these bigger renewals coming up for her as well. So that is our plan. That's how we are strategically using these sales to stack payments on top of each other, continue to grow the membership. We are working hard on, maintaining retention rate, even dropping that churn rate a little bit more. So we are having, further retention. So we are seeing these just stack on top of each other. So this is kind of a representation of what 2025 would look like. But imagine if we retain, which she does, retain the majority of those members. These are just going to grow exponentially the longer we use this strategy. So this is our plan on how to continue growing her business, growing her membership, and growing her sales from the membership month over month over month over month. So that is our plan.